With the release of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, many Pokemon fans were hoping to see some additional Pokemon making their debut in the Sinnoh region. But ultimately, these faithful remakes have stayed true to the original national dex, only including Pokemon that were discovered by the time trainers explored the Sinnoh region. What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy, Chaos here, and I wanted to look at why there are so many Sinnoh Pokemon that can only be found in the Sinnoh region. So let's dive into it. Sinnoh Pokemon are notorious for being left out of the national dexes of many other regions. Just think about how many times you've seen a Staraptor in a non-Sinnoh game. Sinnoh Pokemon are not even included in their own regional dex, in fact. There are 19 Pokemon found between Weavile and Uxie's dex numbers once you are advanced to the national dex, and even Pokemon that come after the box art legendaries that are native Sinnoh Pokemon that are not included in the original Sinnoh dex. From a player perspective, it can be fair to leave these out as many of these Pokemon are legendary Pokemon, but from a logical perspective, there is no reason that they should not be included in the base dex. Now we could talk about that for a while, but let's get back into why Sinnoh Pokemon aren't included outside of their home region, and this can be tied to what Professor Rowan says at Lake Verity.
There's one thing I can say. There are many kinds of rare Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve us very well in regard to our studies.
By this statement, we can understand that Professor Rowan, who is a world-renowned Pokemon professor, is noting that Sinnoh has many rare Pokemon. Now this could be taken into account for the 12 legendaries that have their origin in Sinnoh, and yes, I'm counting the Regis in this since they were created by Regigigas. But I think rather Rowan is talking about the rarity of the common Pokemon found in the Sinnoh region as well. As I noted, common Pokemon like Starly and Bidoof are really not seen in the regional dexes of any other region. Discounting Black and White due to it only having Generation 5 Pokemon, these two extremely common Sinnoh Pokemon make 0 of the national dexes from any region outside of Sinnoh. Many of the Sinnoh Pokemon that are included in these national dexes are there because they are evolutions of native Pokemon found in those regions. I have thought about this and I have come up with the idea that native Sinnoh Pokemon are not able to thrive in other regions because they simply aren't cold enough. Sinnoh is a relatively colder region with a colder climate than most other regions in the world, and really only has a few warm areas on the southern part of the map. The trees are also evergreens, which are more likely to survive in colder temperatures, whereas we would see deciduous trees in regions like Kalos. Now this is a good idea in theory, but there are several snowy locations in every game, Mount Anikila in Alola, and Winden in Galar, just to name a few. Some of these native Sinnoh Pokemon could have chosen to go to these wintery locations because there's not enough space to relocate, or maybe there's something else that's drawing them to the Sinnoh region. My second thought is that Sinnoh has always been a northern region. If we look at Mount Coronet specifically, there is a massive electromagnetic force that causes some Pokemon to evolve. And it would make sense that Sinnoh is the magnetic north of the Pokemon world, with the true north being located at the top of Spear Pillar. While humans use magnetic north as a guide for directions, animals also use it to navigate, and by extension, Pokemon would be able to navigate via electromagnetic waves. This current could draw Pokemon that could survive in the colder climate of Sinnoh to the region and want to navigate and live in the Sinnoh region. My final thought, or why these Pokemon remain in Sinnoh, go to the honey trees. There are several honey trees located throughout Sinnoh, and countless trainers have slathered them with honey because of the sweet aroma. Pokemon are attracted to the reason and stay because the aroma is constant. While honey trees typically attract Pokemon that are bug types, other Pokemon like Aipom, Cherubi, and Munchlax can be found in honey trees. It is likely that many of the Pokemon found in the region were native to the area and stayed because of the honey, or came from somewhere else and decided to stay because of the sweet aroma of the honey on the trees. I'm interested in your thoughts on this, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think, that if Sinnoh Pokemon are located in Sinnoh because they like the cold, or because they're attracted to the electromagnetic forces of Mount Coronet, or because they're attracted to the honey aroma of the honey trees. Or maybe there's some other theory out there that you subscribe to that you'd like to let me know about. Speaking of subscribing, if you want to see more content from me in the future, you can subscribe to the channel and leave a like to see more content in the future and just help me support just making content and having a fun time with it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Chaos, signing off. Stay safe, and as always, Word it up.